Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next.
2026 New York Mets.
Just about ready to roll. And on the hill, David Peterson. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tough reason. He gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Let's go, big dog.
Up the middle. And it gets by him.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Wait for a good one. Try it, kid.
Soft contact in the air. Puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll end the inning. Mariners leave a couple. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Ryan Reynolds here.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against it.
On the ground to second, might be two. Good feed, that's one. On to Hoskins. Double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Back here in Queens, all set for the start of the inning. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Marco Mendoza. Peterson back to work. That one misses, and that's ball one. The pitch. And a swing. And a miss.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Now before the 1-1, time is called.
Hey, one pitch right here. One out.
Here's a 1-1. And now 2-1 after that missed inside.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
He's got it. One up, one down. Here's a speed threat, Marco Mendoza. First offering misses badly for ball one. Mendoza measures 6 feet 4 inches, 230 pounds, and he's one of the few two-time MVPs in the league. The pitch. Swings through that.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing, and they've got their first run. It's 2-1.
Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez.
Lindor at second with nobody out.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Fires over to Hoskins, and
Number
one away
11.
in the bottom of the seventh.
Pedro Leon.
Gavin Sheets up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. No outs, runners at first and second.
Looking for some insurance, or as our friends down in the South would say,
Insurance.
no matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
Steps on the bag for 1. On to first, double play.
Very composed play from the shortstop position right there. I mean, that was a perfect decision. Go ahead, take it yourself, get to second, and then...
And up next for Seattle. Hi, everybody. It's Boog. From 41. Second inning set to go. Here's a speed threat. Marco Mendoza. And a pitch. Ball one low. And misses inside. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Reynolds gets under it and puts the squeeze on that. One away. What about an umpire's? Marco Mendoza up next for the Mariners. 0 for 1 with a fly.
Mendoza.
And first offering is fouled off. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
That one misses, and it's 2-2.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Oh, nice job right there.
Gavin Sheets getting ready to hit. And the right-hander deals. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Got the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Man at first. Now it's the power speed combo. Marco Mendoza. A switch hitter batting right.
Mendoza.
Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed. Quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? In there, and it's 0-1.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Next offering is fouled back. Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering is downstairs.
It's a good take.
Two on the way. That one lifted to left. And he makes the catch. One down.
The first baseman, number 17, Reese Hoskins.
Back here at the ballpark, and the batter will be the shortstop, Marco Mendoza.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
Garcia back to work. That one missed.
Well, these Mariners, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
And there's one down.
The first baseman, number 17.
So 2 down, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Marco Mendoza. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
Like you can, come on.
Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Good eye right there.
fly.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Bases loaded, 2 down. In for a strike, now 3-1. Popped up. Lindor in position. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mariners 11 and the Mets 4.
When you win by 7 runs, it's a real encouraging game all the way around. The hitters feel good about what they did in this one, but the pitchers also know that if they get into a little bit of a jam, they know the offense is very capable of putting up runs. Good job.
12-5 is your final. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome from the home of the New York Mets, Citi Field in Queens. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the New York Mets.
And now,
all right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
New York Mets.
Just about set. Today's starting pitcher, Tyler McGill.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
He swings and fouls one off. And here it comes. And a foul ball. Runner leads away at second. That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Runner at second here, 1 gone. And now the count is even.
Pitch and drive. Let's go, big dog.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't.
And up next for Seattle, Marco Mendoza. Caught looking his first time up.
Let's go, Theo. One time right here. Hey, you can do it. No one better. Start it up.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
Hey, nice and patient. Get yours.
Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout, but you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Oh, 0-2 now. Popped up. Lindor makes the play, and that is that. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time. On the ground to the left, Mendoza whips it to first, and the inning is over. So 2 runs, 1 hit, the homer, no errors, and no one left on. On to inning number 4. It's the Mets 5 and the Mariners nothing. And stepping in for the Mariners, Marco Mendoza.
Hey, have a rip at it up there, huh?
Swings through that one. 0-1. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. Daza on at first. Nobody out. Next one misses. And 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Kicks and fires. Out there to center. It falls in, and that's a hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
The first baseman, number 17, Reese Hoskins.
And the batter now is Reese Hoskins. He's already homered in this game. In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called. Here's Alex Verdugo. At the belt and fires. Hit in the air, right field. Sheets moving under this one. Makes the catch. 2 away now.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's Anthony Rendon up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Popped up first base side. McNeil drifts towards it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Mariners leave a couple. They're still down 5-3. Here's Brandon Nimmo. The 0-2. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between shorts.
And now for Seattle, Marco Mendoza. One for 3. And fouled off.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
They say you win.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And the 0-2. Got him. And he's down on strikes for the second time today.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed.
And up next for Seattle, Marco Mendoza. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Chris, Edwin Diaz has turned into one of the top closers in all of baseball. Kid who grew up in Puerto Rico, 3rd round pick by the Mariners in 2012. When he was in Puerto Rico, he grew up playing along with Carlos. On to first, ball game. And the Mets, even this series. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Seattle Mariners going up against the New York Mets. And stepping in for the Mariners, Marco Mendoza, leading the American League in hitting entering the day. First offering misses badly for ball one.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
On the ground, McNeil whips it to first on the run. Yeah. That ends the frame.
There we go.
Gavin Sheets up now for the Mets. Went deep in the ball game last night. Bounced up the middle. Mendoza to second. There's one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Batting fifth.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
When did we get rid of Rhys Hoskins? What the fuck?
Bounce to the right side. Del VR over to second, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there.
So 2 on with 2 away. And now for Seattle, Marco Mendoza. He's 0 for 1. And the first offering is not close. Ripped into left for a base hit. Runner around third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score.
Now batting, the second fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
First and second, 2 outs. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. 0 for 1 so far.
Right here.
On the ground right side. Tosses to first. Rodriguez out on the play. That ends the inning. And run on 3. Gavin Sheets.
That's crazy. You get traded to the team that
0
we're
for
playing.
1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time.
Two.
Hard hit left side. They get the force, and that will end the inning. And up next for Seattle, Marco Mendoza.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
In there for strike 1. Into center and a base hit.
Yeah, round it. Find the ball.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's a 3-0. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And next for the Mets, Santiago Espinal. 0-2 now. On the ground to short. Grabs it barehanded. Gathers and throws. And they get the out.
The batter, the left fielder.
One out, base is empty. Marco Mendoza up next for the Mariners. This is a true five-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
And first offering is fouled off. Hits for average power, the ability to field, the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive. One down, base is empty. Way out front for strike two. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fires over to Hoskins. And there's two away. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. He's already homered here in this one. Double play ball to second. Glove flip for one. And it's a double play to end the inning. 9-3 your final here in this one. From the home of the Mariners since 1999, T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. An AL West matchup on the show. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Seattle Mariners.
And now, your 2000
First pitch coming at you right after the break.
Seattle Mariners.
About to get started here. Showing the slab in today's game. Seth Corey. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Boog, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Guerrero. And they put the tag on him. That's the third out. And welcome back. And the batter now, Garrett Mitchell. Out to short. Slings to first. One out in the second.
Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 4, Drew.
Now it's going to be George Salazar. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. Line drive. Takes it in for the out.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex.
Back at T-Mobile Park, here's a big power threat. Marco Mendoza. He's a guy who does it all with the lack of contact in today's game. This guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Hard hit, right side. Guerrero takes it himself, and one gone to the fourth as they get the lead off. Here's Alex Bregman. On the ground, right side. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Drew Gilbert up next for the Astros. 1 for 2. On the ground, a short, could be 2. Slings to second, on to first, but he beats it, and a run scores. And next to hit for Houston, Ethan Wilson. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. To short, could be 2. The throw to second, and that's 2. Back in Seattle, stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Marco Mendoza. Here comes the pitch. Ball 1 there.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Come on now, rip.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Bregman settles under it. Makes the grab, 1 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the...
So 2 down. Garrett Mitchell up next for the Astros. 1 for 3. Out to short, Mendoza. That's the third out. And stepping in for the Mariners, Marco Mendoza. Gotta be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. This one lifted in the air, left field. Alvarez in position. He's got it, and that is out number 3. And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Here comes a 3-2. Bounced out to short. Sends it across the first. That's it out.
The batter, number 10.
Next to hit, Marco Mendoza. This guy with light tower power. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. Now it's Anthony Rendon. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Huge. Welcome back. Now it's the second baseman, George Salazar. Ground ball up the middle. On to first. One up, one down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Seattle Mariners. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. And Chris, it's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now, 6th in the AL in RBIs. The count 2-1. On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3 double play. And the inning is over. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors, no one left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Astros 1 and the Mariners coming to bat.
All right, let's go.
1 down.
Let's go.
Next to hit, Marco Mendoza, leading the AL in batting average. That one not close. 1-0.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Come on, big guy.
Kicks and deals. That one fouled off.
Hey, good one.
The pitch. Swings and misses. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Marco Mendoza. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Mendoza in his 4th year batting in the cleanup spot, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. Bounce to the right. And that one finds its way through. Marco Mendoza up next for the Mariners. 1 for 2. Swung on, belted. Way back there, it's got a chance. And it's gone. That's gotta feel good. And they tie it up. It's 5-5.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel.
Here's Corey Lee, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That one down the line, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him. So that one has to feel good. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man.
2 outs, nobody on. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Marco Mendoza. He's already homered in this game. First pitch, not close. Gordon, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round in 2021. And the pitch. Swinging a foul straight back.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Next offering misses, and the count is even 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So now here's the DH, George Salazar. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Back here at the ballpark, there's the shortstop at the plate, Marco Mendoza. And a pitch. Ball one, no strikes. And the righty deals. Good eye right there.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
High fly ball down the left field line. McCormick reaching back towards the wall, and it is gone. An absolute blast to left. His second home run of the game, and we are tied. It's 9-9.
Shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off.
Garrett Mitchell now at the plate. Man at second, nobody out. Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
On the run, sends it over to first. One away in the top half of the 10th.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity.
11-9 the final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Luis Castillo. Chris, how about a scouting report?
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
So 2 down, and now Marco Mendoza blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Two outs.
Ball.
Hey, way to lay off that one. Good on.
2-1.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
The 2-2.
Ball. Count is full.
That one to first, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second, and he's got a double.
Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Here's Alex Verdugo. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Yoan. Runner takes off for third. There's a ball. Throw to third. Save.
Very risky right there to try to steal third with 2 outs and a left-hander at the plate. And there's an open lane for that catcher to throw down, but he gambled. Now he's at third, 90 feet closer. Perhaps a ball in the dirt that gets away from the catcher, and they pick up a run.
Oh, big guy, get the pitch, huh?
Nice play to first, and they get the out.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter, George Salazar. And he's already singled in this game.
Turn 2 right here. We go.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. How about that double play?
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
No outs, runner at first. And stepping in is the speedy Marco Mendoza. Doubled his first time up.
Heart of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Mendoza measures 6 feet 4 inches, hitting third in the lineup, and he's one of the few 2-time MVPs in the league. And it's even up.
Well, these Mariners showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Just missed.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And he deals. That one fouled off, 2-2.
Hey, need you right here. Need you.
2-2.
Full count.
Swings. And misses, struck him out.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Chas McCormick. Castillo back to work. Out to short, Mendoza. Slings it across. 1 away here in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good
Base is empty with 2 away. George Salazar up next for the Astros. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground, out to short. Mendoza. Over to first. 3rd out. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Man at first, and here is Marco Mendoza. Double play ball to second. There's 1. On to first, double play. So 2 away with nobody on. So next up for Houston, George Salazar. 1 for 3. Up the middle, Mendoza. Sends it to first, and that'll do it. So 1 out, nobody on. Marco Mendoza up next for the Mariners. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
Now, 1 time.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Smash to the left side. Fires over to Guerrero. And now 2 gone.
Now batting.
A 3-2 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us. We're here in Seattle. An AL West matchup on the show. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Seattle Mariners. Here's Yordan Alvarez, 8th in RBIs in the American League right now. Tapped softly on the ground. Mendoza tosses to first, and they get the out on Alvarez.
Good late life on that inside fastball. Ran in on the hands and got that.
Now it's the shortstop, Marco Mendoza. 4 for 13 in the series entering this one. And that one fouled off. The pitch. Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball. Going to count 1 and 2. And that's downstairs and outside. 2-2 down. And that one is inside. Julio Rodriguez on deck for the M's. Payoff pitch. And that's ball 4.
Runner, take your base.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Runner at first with 2 away. Julio Rodriguez, the next to hit. The 2-1. Runner on the go. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Mendoza around third. He scores, and it's 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Bottom 4, now Marco Mendoza.
This kid is so special.
He's a shortstop by trade and big-time power.
Seems like from day one, his strike zone and plate discipline looked like he'd been in the league for 6 years already.
Next offering upstairs.
Hey, get a good one. Get a good rip on it, huh?
That's in there. And that's strike 1. Lifted in the air, right center field. Mitchell gets under it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Righty delivers. Grounder might be 2. There's 1. Ow! The double play ends the inning and might. 1 down. Runner at first. Marco Mendoza up next for the Mariners. He's 0 for 1. On the ground, right side. 1 at second. Double play. What a twin killing, Dan. Back at T-Mobile Park, and the batter will be the shortstop, Marco Mendoza. The pitch. And there's a ball. Loaizica in his 8th season, 31 years old, and he's a native of Nicaragua. The pitch. Can't glove it cleanly.
All over that one right there. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good.
Here goes the runner. Strike in there. Throw, safe. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
The 1-2. Out towards right center field. McCormick makes the play. Runner tagging for third. In there safely.
The left fielder, number 99.
Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Alex Verdugo up next for the Mariners. Mendoza stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. The other way, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
The right fielder.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. And now the right fielder, Michael Conforto. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. And he grounds 1 to the right side. Throw to first, ball game. And the Astros claim the win here.